Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. My name is Joy, and today we're going to be doing a 2-week reading for you. So let's go ahead and cut your cards. Let's get right into your reading here for you. Okay, this first row I have is going to be something that you want to hear. Something that you want to hear. You want to. This is the waiting game. You want to hear a little bit about the waiting game, and why does it seem like in your past that you have been waiting and waiting and waiting so long, and you're wondering, will it ever come to me? Will it ever come to me? Will I ever make these achievements? Will I ever make these goals? Will so-and-so ever finally see my point of view, or notice me even? So this is something that you want to hear. You want to hear about the waiting game. You want to hear about this waiting game. You feel as though you've been going around in circles and circles and circles, just waiting and waiting, waiting for the right time to announce or to pronounce something, or waiting and waiting for someone to come to you. You're waiting and waiting for someone to come to you. I would say you need to step out and forward a little bit. Step out and forward a little bit. Stop going around in circles and following this person here. This person here on this card just keeps going around and around and around in circles, following the same circles over and over and over. Step off that track. Step off that track. Okay, step off that track and quit waiting and waiting so long and so hard for something or someone to come to you. Okay? Sometimes, you have to just flip the time over, flip that timer over and start it going again. Start from the root. Start from the root of your troubles, the root of your cause that's not letting you move forward. You got to get to the root of the problem, so then then you could either plow in those roots, go with a plow and plow over those roots and cut them up and make a new fresh start. Make a new fresh start, because when you do that, then as you notice in here, there's roots down here, and the tree's growing up here, and it's starting to bloom and blossom up here. It's ready to bust through. So there's something in your past that you're waiting and waiting and waiting on that you need to just stop waiting. Stop waiting and get out of that rut of hoping and wishing that it will change, because it's not going to change unless you change the route. You change your perspective, or you change your ways. And if you're waiting for someone else to do all that changing, well, it's still, either way, this is telling you, quit playing the waiting game. This card is coming in from your past. Okay, so this also could mean your waiting game is going to be ending. But again, it's time for you to take charge and to move forward. Your next card then is Triumph and Success. This is representing you right now. Look at that mighty sword reaching up out of that ground. It cut through all those roots, see? Cut out all those roots. Everything that was holding you down and tying you down, entangling you. You've got this sword here, and you go in and you take all those roots out, like I was saying. Plow them under, plow them under. Stop playing a waiting game for others, waiting for someone to come to you, or you waiting for the perfect time to go to them. Just get on a new track. This is a number 1. It's a Triumph and Success. It's time for you to take that sword. Take that sword and put your power into it. Put your power into this beautiful sword and go and go. This is you right now. This is what is representing you and wants you to do. It's telling you to get up out of that ground. Get up out of those roots. Cut through all that entanglement. Emotional loss is coming in. Emotional loss. Yeah, well, There may be, you may feel like you're having a little bit of, in the near future. Now this is coming in the near future. The near future, it's going to feel like, oh, I'm having all this emotional time. I feel so lost and so lonely. But you have to remember that you do have this number one. There is a new beginning here. Sometimes cutting the ties or cutting the roots of some relationship or of some job, some situation, there is a loss. No matter if that was a good loss or not such a good loss. There's always emotions tied into any loss that you are, but then you've got this success and this triumph. You just have to have the strength. Take the strength again, like I said, take the strength and the mightiness of this beautiful sword and try to take that sword and cut through all the clouds, all the emotions, all those roots. Okay? And move forward and start moving forward. Well, you can always hold whatever that situation is. You can hold some of it close to your heart, right? Like he's doing here. You can hold some of it close to your heart. What this card is saying as well is to hold what was bright and what was right, right, and light. Those three words: light, bright, bright. Sorry, brightness, lightness. Hold those things close to your heart, and don't forget those. But the emotional loss, forget. Just let the badness, the badness or the roughness, or the badness, or all the entanglements, all the X's, that were entangled in this waiting game for you. You gotta let that go, but you can hold on to the goodness, the brightness. You can hold those memories, but the emotional loss, it will come in. There's just no doubt about it, right? But just remember, you've got that power in that sword. You've got the success that wants to shine through and come up out of those ground and build yourself up from. Build yourself up. Build yourself up from that waiting game and from this emotional loss, and bring the waiting game and that emotional loss into your power, into your sword, and cut through it with your sword. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what your vibrations are around you. I trust the wisdom within. Trust that wisdom within yourself. Trust the wisdom. Trust that glory. Trust that power, right? Trust the glory, the power, the triumph, the success that's in you, right? Right? With this powerful sword, okay? Trust the wisdom within you. Here, you're on this future card, even on this emotional loss card. Like I was saying, he has his hands. You have your hands over your heart. You have to trust with your wisdom. Trust your wisdom. Don't let the emotions of the heart bring you back down and put you back into the waiting game. Okay? You want to trust the wisdom within you. I mean, this is just a suggestion that the cards are doing. If you believe that the wisdom within you is to trust. I mean, this could go different scenarios here with these cards as well. You can trust that you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for further along. The triumph and success can become one with you if you wait and you wait and you wait. And the emotional loss then will be the time that you've spent or that you've wasted. Do you want that? Is that the scenario that you really want and you're looking for? To wait and wait and wait. so long that triumph and success, when it does finally come, has put you back further instead of forwarding you up. So you'll have an emotional loss because of all the time or all the opportunities from others or other situations that you've lost because you've been sitting in the past in the waiting game. So this, in other words, you have to trust. You want to trust yourself. Trust the wisdom within yourself as to what you really want to do. Okay? I thank you and have a wonderful one. See ya.